In today's episode of CPU coolers that are showing off that you have nothing to compensate for, meet the Noctua NH L9i Pro-Max Black, a CPU cooler that's probably lower than your RAM. So this is Noctua's tiniest CPU cooler ever, the NH L9. But before we cover any specifics, let's quickly go over the whole lineup, because it can get kind of confusing here. Unlike every other Noctua cooler, the NH L9 series is directly screwed into your motherboard, meaning that the model that you are getting has to fit to your socket. This explains why there is a distinction between a NH L9i and L9As, with the L9i being meant for Intel LGA 1150s and 1200 sockets, while the L9i is meant for AM4 sockets. With the recent addition of Intel 12th Gen, Noctua also came up very quickly with a subversion called L9i 17XX, which now also supports LGA 1700 sockets, but is not being backwards compatible. Very important here. Now, to make the list complete, every socket and sub-socket version got its normal Noctua colored version as well as a Pro-Max Black featuring that all black fan and heatsink. The exact model we are looking at today is the NH L9i, so the Intel 1200 or 1150 version. Just keep in mind that all of these sub-versions perform somewhat the same. It's just the screw position that changes in the bottom. Except for AMD versions, for some freaking reason it got a bigger heat pipe, which is making a one-to-one comparison impossible. So yeah, this review will not be about the L9 series, it is the L9A. Thanks Noctua. Now finally getting to the actual cooler. This tiny whiny Nocti cooler measures a total of 37mm in height. 37mm, that's basically a freaking stick of RAM. With its mini 92mm wide and 15mm thick fan, the heatsink having no overhang, there is absolutely no restriction put on the RAM sticks whatsoever. All of this means that the L9i is absolutely perfect when it comes to RAM compatibility, while being one of the absolute smallest coolers out there. And looking at the fact that the cooler is smaller than the heatsink of my ASRock motherboard, I guess that there is absolutely zero chance that this cooler will not be fitting into your case. Coming back to the fan used in here. This NF-A9X14 high-speed fan is spinning at up to 2500 RPM while pushing roughly 33 CFM at 2.11mm of H2O. Perfectly good specs considering its ridiculous size. The cooler itself comes in a standard Noctua styled box containing everything in a neatly packaged way. Inside the box you will find the L9i itself, as well as a syringe of thermal paste, a gluable Noctua badge, and that low noise adapter that I'm still not a fan of, especially with a cooler this size. Installing the cooler is by far the easiest process I have ever seen for a cooler. Add some thermal paste on the CPU, throw the cooler on there, and then screw the screws from the back, and that's basically it. There is nothing that you can actually do wrong here. Anyway, before we get to the benchmarks, heat pipes. Contrary to what you might believe, there are actually heat pipes on here. 2 to be exact. I don't know where they are going, but they are there. And look at this cute little heatsink. Aww. Now let's finally get to those benchmarks. As you might have guessed, something like the L9i will never be enough to cool down our usual 3900X benchmark. Not even talking about the fact that this is not a L9A. But luckily, we just have started to cover a couple of other SFF coolers which are conveniently benchmarked on top of a 10700K. Using our new Ultra SFF benchmark and letting the tiny A9X14 spin at 100% of its speed, the L9i managed to keep the 10700K at 61 degrees C above ambient. Now this is a very interesting result. On one hand, it's 8 degrees C behind the Scythe Shuriken 2, which was kind of expected. The Shuriken, being a total of 58mm high, comes with a around 27mm thick heatsink, which funnily enough is the very exact width that an average AIO radio comes in. But the L9i on the other hand comes in at 37mm height and around 23mm just heatsink. So ignoring differences in heat pipes, because there are many, the Shuriken has everything up and ready to beat the L9i, and it did at the cost of height. With 21mm height difference, it's kinda surprising that the L9i even managed to compete at all. But what's more surprising is the comparison to a Alpenföhn Black Ridge. Not only did the L9i manage to match its performance, but it did it while their size difference boils down to this. That's shocking. Noise normalizing our results really emphasizes the L9i's superiority compared to a Black Ridge even more. While the L9i is completely outperformed by the Shuriken 2 in every regard, this graph showcases how far the Black Ridge really is behind. Due to the L9i's relatively silent fan, the L9i outperformed the Alpenföhn by quite the margin, with about a 5 dB difference. So where does this leave us, the good and the bad? Quality wise, there is really nothing wrong with the L9i. In the end, it's a Noctua cooler that lives up to the Noctua standard. And the installation was a very delightful experience. I really freaking loved it. Now the question of to buy or not to buy really boils down to how much space do you have. Considering its size, the Noctua NH L9i performs perfectly fine. In the end, 37mm height is 100% compatible with absolutely everything. So for ultra SFF builds, this will going to be an amazing fit. But when it comes to the Shuriken 2, which performs better in every regard as long as it can fit. Being 58mm high, the Shuriken is clearly higher than many RAM sticks out there and may create clearance issues depending on what ultra mini tiny box of carton that you are coming in. Granted, there are not a lot of cases out there that will not fit a Shuriken, but still, the L9i is more compatible. So for me, comparing a Noctua L9i to a Shuriken 2 really boils down to a simple question. Do you have 58mm? Yes, go for the Shuriken 2. If not, go for the L9i. It's really that simple. But okay, this should be all for the Noctua NH L9i. Unfortunately, I did not manage to come up with any could have been better because everything is kind of good, it just needs to become better. But if you want to hear more about another cooler, head over to our Shuriken 2 coverage. And on a side note, we also have a Discord server, so if you want to join, click the link in the description below and let's talk about whatever people are talking on servers like that. Anyway, thank you for watching and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.